The Tostito, the Doritos. Oh, wait, no, the Cheez-It.
Or Cheez-It, yeah. Not Tostito. What am I saying?
The Cheez-It. They put a big Cheez-It in, like, the Crunchwrap Supreme.
Or can't you just get a Cheez-It with, like, the stuff on it?
Yes, they have one that's like the little Mexican pizza. Or, you know.
Yeah, Grippy ordered that to Mike's birthday.
Oh, he
did. And I ate one, but I thought it kind of ruins the Cheez-It because it makes it so soggy.
I kind of like the Cheez-It because it makes it seem like something you whipped up. Like at home, like you were really stoned, and you were like,
my prison meal.
Yeah, you were just like, oh, you would be so good on this, some Cheez-Its. Do you think big Cheez-Its taste better than regular Cheez-Its?
Well, first of all, Cheez-Its is one of my favorite snacks. Like, I love a Cheez-It. I think the small ones are better. I love the saltiness of them. I like getting big handfuls.
They're too sharp tasting for me. I don't like a Cheez-It.
Are you getting cheddar sharp? Is that why?
Is that
sharp cheddar?
So white that a Cheez-It is like spicy for him. Oh, it's a little too.
There's something like I love a Dorito. I like a Cheez-It Snapped. Have you had a Cheez-It Snapped?
No.
You haven't?
What's a snapped
Cheez-It Snapped? Hopefully they're still available. It's like a puffed Cheez-It. Like,
oh, I don't like that.
oh, but they're coated in so many different flavors.
Oh,
like,
no, I just like the salt.
Is the oversized one for Taco Bell like available for purchase, or is Cheez-It making specific giant ones just for Taco Bell?
I think just for Taco Bell.
Yeah, big giant ones just for Taco Bell, and you can go in and just ask for the big Cheez-It, which we did.
Yep, 89 cents. That's so funny. Like,
it was nice and fluffy and great and good, and I was here for it.
I thought they came out with some weird ass stuff. They had like a whole panel, and people were like, "They're coming out with this," and it made no sense. Not made no sense, but it was just something
items
wild.
we don't need, kind of a thing.
No, it was like stuff that I thought they were going to put on the menu, but I can't remember them now, and I don't think they ever actually came out. But they were just like crazy items.
Would you ever want to go to the Taco Bell like kitchen, like the test kitchen?
The taste lab?
The taste lab.
Oh, of course. I love Mexican food.
Well, come with Joe and I, because like he...
Oh, are you going?
Well, he has been before and is in contact with them. And
yeah.
I'm like, I would love to go.
That'd be fun, yeah. I love Taco Bell. I go to Taco Bell probably twice a week.
No, you don't.
Yes, I get Taco Bell probably twice a week.
Still?
Okay, so Nolan is on such a health kick. He eats the same thing like every day, and I'm definitely not on a health kick, and so I'm on my own. I'm eating prison meals, I feel like, every day. Like, I literally hate cooking, and I really want to get better at it, and I know I should know how to do it. But like, even today, I was like, I just have no patience for it. And I was like, what do I want? I was like, I know we have strawberries. I know we have cucumbers. I know we have bread and we have yogurt. What the fuck can I make? I typed into ChatGPT. I literally made a strawberry yogurt spread on toast with like a cucumber little salad.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And were you proud of that? Like, what do you not?
Kinda. I was
do you
like,
not
oh.
like the process of cooking, or do you not like the cleanup? Or are you scared something's gonna go wrong?
No, I don't mind the cleanup. I think I just wait till I'm so hungry to think about eating that like I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to Taco Bell. Like, that's literally pretty much what happens all the time.
Yeah.
And I also don't understand, this is really dumb of me, but like when people are like, can you cook? I'm like, well, cook what? Like put a recipe, like maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends. I don't know the terms very well.
I've been getting so much better at cooking. I'm actually very proud of myself.
Would you ever take a cooking class?
I actually have a gift card for a cooking class that my parents
give it to me.
We got it at Italy. You know what Italy? Yeah. It's like a restaurant, but they also do cooking classes.
Yeah, that's where my ancestors are from. Oh, Italy, sorry.
Yeah, I want to take a cooking class, but I don't want to do the whole like homemade spaghetti thing, which like sounds...
that's...
But I'm like, okay. I'm not going to be making homemade spaghetti.
Yeah.
But it's so easy. It's literally just flour and water, and you run it through the machine, and then you have like the freshest pasta of all time.
But don't you got to like get the starch and the dough and like that has to set for a while?
You're making dough.
It's not bad. My dad makes dough a lot. He makes a lot of dough. He makes dough because he does his own pizzas. So he'll make the dough like the night before, and it's not...
Does he have a starter?
Yeah.
Where do you get starter?
You got to go to a bakery.
And they sell starter.
I think they give it to you.
It's just like yeast and some other shit. I don't know.
But it's a living organism, right?
Yeah.
Did you guys do any bread baking during quarantine?
No.
I definitely didn't get into that.
That was quite a trend for a little.
Where was everyone getting the start? They were getting the starters from local bakeries?
I think so.
Probably.
Is it like a drug deal? Like it's
black market. You have to.
But I understand it's like but is the starter made? Can other people make a starter? But you just buy a starter.
No, you can. I think you can buy things separately. Like you can go buy yeast, and then you can buy I don't know what's in it. I have no fucking idea. But I've seen like some girl on Instagram like story her mom making bread, and she had like all these ingredients in like Ziploc bags everywhere because she's like always making bread and stuff. So.
Yeah, Jackie on the Toast is always making bread.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah.
Maybe I will. I'm just never craving bread. I hate bread.
Yeah, what's your deal with bread and bagels?
I feel like it
really
slows me
bothersome.
down. It makes me tired.
Yeah, it's carby. It's true.
Like, I don't know why people just have toast in the morning or bagels.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can't do that.
No.
So something to think about when I would have like 2 pieces of French toast in the morning, which is like delicious, and I would have it occasionally now. But it's like I just ate 2 pieces of bread, like sugar,
Cover it with sugar and syrup
butter.
and yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do love French
Oh,
toast.
me too.
Oh,
But
I
it never
used to-
fills me up.
I used to make it like as a kid too, and when you figured out like how to make French toast,
See,
it's such a
I-
rush where you're like, oh, it's just like egg batter. With
Oh, I
the
hope I get
bread.
there one day.
Oh yeah, and then you get some cornflakes on it too.
Ooh.
have you ever been so hungry that
Yes.
you
I have.
where you kind of just gave up on eating because you're like, I can't even decide what I want to eat, so I'm just going to go to sleep?
I like can't because I get an insane headache. I have a specific headache when I'm hungry, and I usually, if I'm that hungry before bed, I'll eat peanut butter or something.
Oh yeah,
Just to get some calories?
It sounds like I don't want to like trigger anyone. It sounds like I have like I don't have like an eating disorder. I swear it's my anxiety. It's really hard for me to like eat a lot of times.
and
like
like
my
commit
stomach.
to eating the whole thing.
Yes.
Like, I love I'm very
Yes.
like, taste ADD where I'm just like I just want a sip of that pickle
Yes.
juice and then I want a scoop of the peanut butter.
Yes.
Because then it's just I don't want the whole thing.
I know, and like I'll be starving, and I'll like look in the fridge, and I'm like, I don't want to make a pizza because that's like way too like heavy. And then I'm like, I don't know what else, an apple.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's where it's bad, and I need to start learning how to at least know how to put things together a little bit at least. I don't know.
Oh, we haven't even done the intro. Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Hoot and a Half. I'm your host, Matt King, with my co-host here, Mike Sheffer, and one of my other co-hosts from another podcast, Good Influences, the one and only Carly Incontro. Thank you for joining us, Carly.
Of course, feels like we're doing good influences a little bit,
It really does.
but
And
it's also like no pressure on me.
Yeah,
I
and
actually
it's
feel I think the most different because I'm on the other side, and I
Yeah.
feel like my brain operates completely differently when I'm on this side of the studio because this is my Hoot and a Half
physically
side.
sitting
I'm
over
physically
here.
on the other side. You're always on this side. You're always on that side.
Yeah.
This feels like Good Influences to you guys.
No, it doesn't really. It just being here and like with you guys, but.
What were you gonna say before about Ubering?
Oh,
home?
okay. So when we did our 100th episode last week, I don't know when this comes out, but like on Friday, we got drunk, did our 100th episode of Good Influences. And I like don't really remember. Like I do remember, but I don't. And Mike, we were kind of trying to talk about this, getting home.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Obviously, we Ubered. We did Uber. And I remember we all went into the same Uber. I don't remember dropping you off.
Same. I don't remember
Really?
getting home.
Did it ever happen?
Wait, I thought you were in a separate. Oh wait, Aaron.
No,
wasn't
Aaron went
with
into the
us.
Uber.
Erin went somewhere else.
She got the big SUV.
Good for her.
Good for her.
Oh, and then the three of us were scrunched in the back.
I remember dropping you off.
And then you came over for a while.
And then I came over to your place because I had no plans and I was
Yeah.
hungry and you guys were making a pizza.
Oh, yeah. We were making pizza, see?
And I just wanted to catch up with Nolan.
Yeah.
But yeah, I kind of don't remember. I never,
Same.
even when I drink, I can remember the night, but I never remember my rides home. Actually, I remember
Oh.
kind of both of my rides that day. I was pretty chatty in Ubers that day.
On the day we did it.
Mm-hmm.
See, I don't remember. I feel like maybe I was just zoned out on my phone or something. But I kept it's weird when you not black out, obviously.
Yeah,
but
you
just
play like Sherlock. You're like, how did I get there
you're like,
last night?
what the fuck? That's so weird. And I couldn't remember like where I put my clothes that I had packed and stuff. I don't know. It was a whole thing.
Are you chatty with Uber drivers?
Not really.
Do you do the request silent ride?
No, I feel mean doing that. Do you?
I forget to do that.
Every time I don't, I regret it. And I do feel kind of mean sometimes if I'm doing it, but I'm
Yeah,
like,
I feel rude.
I also like always just have big headphones on, and even with the big headphones on, they're still trying to talk to me about stuff, and I'm just like,
I feel like
Oh.
that is a big like no.
You pull the move where you go, sorry, I'm listening to something
I
for
usually
work."
say, sorry, I have to listen to a medical lecture for work. And they go,
A
sure.
medical
You
lecture.
go, it sounds like TikTok back there.
Didn't
Yeah.
even know
Well,
it.
just like for an airport where it's like an hour,
Oh,
that's like the
God.
last thing I want to do is have
Oh,
a
my
chatty
God.
conversation. Oh, so how long are you in town? Where are you going? Business or I'm just like,
Do you say what you do at all? If
I feel like that hasn't happened in so long.
Yeah.
I really don't. It happened so much like pre-pandemic, but I don't know. Do you? What do you say?
I always tell myself I'm gonna lie and just say I work in social media. Keep
Yeah.
it like as boring, but usually I end up going, yeah, well, I do podcasts.
I
They're like, what
know.
podcast? Let me pull it up. I'm
Oh,
like,
every
no,
time.
no, no, no.
I'm like,
We're
I'll
not-
start a podcast. I'll start a YouTube channel. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay.
We're not doing it.
Yeah, we're not doing it. I think I just realized too. Speaking of an hour to the airport, I think that's why I don't travel that much. Is because I fucking hate that schlep.
the schlep to the
The
airport.
schlep to the airport and back, like turns me off of traveling.
You're like, oh, it's just getting there. Like,
It's just I'm going to Omaha tomorrow, and I specifically wanted to fly to Burbank, and the only way possible was for a connecting flight, and I'm like middle seat the whole time. Don't care. Flying out of Burbank.
You'd
Everything's
rather
fine.
fly out of Burbank and have a layover than drive to LAX and go direct.
Depends on what part of the trip, but yes. Right
How-
now, I'm happy about it.
how long is the layover?
Like 40 minutes, so it's perfect.
Yeah,
No, I
a
like those.
40-minute layover, I'm not booking.
They're a
that.
little
unless
sketchy.
I have a carry-on bag. I do.
Well,
it.
that's what I have. I don't have.
Wait, why
any
are you going to
check bags.
Omaha?
For like a whole family thing, like
But
a whole.
your parents live in
Vegas, but they're going too.
Oh, okay, a family thing. Was this a reunion or?
They kind of. I'm not really. They just my uncle has like a cabin out there now, so I guess every year they do that. I just didn't go last year.
Cool.
That's kind of
Yeah.
like you and your family going to the lake.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And is Nolan coming?
No.
No.
He's
He
gonna
wasn't
stay back with the
invited?
cat. Yeah, I was like, you can't come.
They said, leave
he
that
was
boy.
going. He honestly was going to, and then my mom planned so many things. I was like, you just stay here. And he's like going to Utah and next week, so.
Does the cabin fit everybody? How many people are we talking about?
Oh, this is like we're gonna go visit the cabin. I'm staying at my cousin's house.
Okay.
I have no idea. I've never been to it. He just got it a couple years ago, so I'm not sure.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Do you guys
okay.
like have any family traditions?
Like no, but it's College World Series, so I think my dad and I are gonna go because it's in Omaha.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's always been there.
And the college, what sport?
Baseball, College World Series.
baseball.
Yeah.
College
World Series.
I thought it's like summertime. Like what? They're making those boys play in the summer?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, every summer.
Are you gonna start talking in like a different accent when you show up there?
Same accent. I sounded like this. I was born in Omaha, and my voice sounds like this.
Do
Sound
your
like,
parents have accents?
No. Like what? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know what Nebraska sounds like.
Like this.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't even. Does Nebraska have an accent? It's kind of.
think it's a little,
It's
like,
like Midwesterny, but like
yeah.
Southern Midwesterny. Like
I feel like when you go into Iowa and stuff, people are more like washcloth and like that kind of.
right.
So just
That kind of
pronouncing words
accent.
wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. But I feel like I sound so Valley Girl, which is funny because I'm from the Midwest. But
So you've been getting rid of a lot of clothes. You went to Crossroads recently.
oh yeah, you've been catching up on my
catching
stuff?
up with your TikToks.
Catching up on my
You only
TikToks?
got $40 back.
Only $40.
That's a
but
bit of. How many clothes did you give them?
I mean, I'll bring in like an entire like bag, and it's pretty heavy. And usually it's only like about $40. Erin will go, and literally they'll be like, "We have to write you a check." Like it's so much money because she has such nice clothes, and she has a lot of it. So she'll bring it in, and she'll get paid like $800 or something. I know, it's crazy, but
That means she's probably given away like $20,000 worth of clothes.
I
Like,
don't know. I mean, she's pretty good with like knowing where to take certain stuff because
Yeah.
she'll take like better, like high end stuff to a higher end place. I guess I don't really know, but
Do
they
you-
also do consignment
Do you
stuff.
think they say yes to girl stuff more than guy stuff? Or like-
Probably because I feel like their sections is like a tiny guy section, and most of it's girls.
and girls are at thrift stores shopping, I feel like, a lot
Yeah.
more than guys are.
It's
Like,
such-
me and you have never been like, hey, you want to go to the thrift store and go get some clothes? Like,
yeah.
guys don't really
That's
do that.
true. Yeah.
Girls
But
love a thrifting Saturday morning.
Yeah, but like that's not the place to thrift. Like Crossroads or like Plato's Closet.
Well, yeah, it's
I mean
for,
it
like-
is, but it's also like you're still gonna be paying like a decent
so
amount.
in like your little vlog that I saw, you're like
Yeah.
sitting down while they're going through your clothes. I could never look at someone going
Oh,
through my
they're-
clothes.
I'm not sitting
I couldn't
down-
handle the rejection.
No.
Like, or they go, this thing? You think that this is
you
what-
think oh that's cute.
this? They go,
That's
no. Like they
They-
get another
Oh my God.
employee. Go look at this. Look at this.
they're pointing at you and laughing. Fucking loser.
Over the loudspeaker, can I get a price check on the worst item I've ever seen?
It's actually funny. So when it's like your time, you bring your bag up and they're like, okay, you can go sit down or like go shop. Like you're not really supposed to like sit there and watch them. I wasn't sitting there and watching them. I was like waiting for my time to go up, I think, when I
Okay.
like filmed that. But Erin and I always talk about how I'm sure it makes so much sense and it's like good for like their work process, but we're always so frustrated because how they operate is they'll go through the bag of stuff and then once they decide, like they'll say they have a shirt, like they'll pick up a shirt, be like, oh, we'll take this. Then they start tagging it. Like they tag everything before they are done with you. So
Oh.
it takes so long to
Oh,
for them
are
to
they
go
looking
through.
just for brands, or are they just looking for?
don't
Is it a
know.
cute
It's
top?
both.
It's and
Are they
it's
googling stuff
seasonal.
like,
yeah.
is this even worth something?
Yeah, I see them sometimes. They're like,
Oh.
bloop. But yeah, and it's like annoying too because I'll bring in like nice sweaters and stuff. And like, sorry, we're just taking summer stuff. I was like, oh, but I know you'll take this in like 3 months. Just take it now.
We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, Quit with Jones. I hate vaping. I have tried to quit vaping more than once, and it's still something I struggle with, and hey, you may be in the same boat. Quitting vaping or smoking is a journey that can feel like climbing a mountain without the right gear, and that's where Jones comes in. Jones makes low-dose nicotine mints that are FDA approved, and I absolutely love them. Jones was started by two women who know the struggle firsthand. They tried quitting cold turkey countless times, but it never stuck, so they took matters into their own hands by creating the support they wish they had. And now they're sharing it with you. Jones offers holistic support to help you kick the habit, whether you are trying to quit altogether, cut back, or just shift your mindset. Jones understands that quitting is a spectrum, and they meet you where you are. And with FDA-approved nicotine mints, behavioral support, and a welcoming community, Jones is your partner in progress. And did you know that 95% of people can't successfully quit cold turkey? And you might be part of that 95%, and that is okay. It's tough out there, but with Jones, it's different. Their low-dose nicotine mints minimize withdrawal symptoms, making the journey smoother, and pair them with the Jones app for a winning combination. If you've done the routine of quitting on Monday and buying a new vape on Tuesday, it's time to make a change, and with Jones, it's a different story. Say goodbye to that cycle and hello to a healthier you. And let's talk about style. Jones comes in a discreet travel 10. I love the design, and you can take your Jones mints with you wherever on the go. It makes things so easy. So are you ready to take the first step? Well, head over to quitwithjones.com/hoot for 20% off your first order of nicotine mints. That is quitwithjones.com/HOOT for 20% off your first order of nicotine mints. Try it, and you'll thank me later.
The one time I ever tried to do thrifting, I got like a couple things like gifted to me, and I were just wrong size. I didn't really want them. I went to 2 different thrift stores, waited like 20 minutes each one, and then they were like, sorry, we don't take these specific brands. Like, just hands down, we don't take the brands. They were like, go to Crossroads. I went to Crossroads. I waited 45 minutes, and then they go, yeah, there's still 9 people in front of you. And I was just like, okay, this is, I don't know how anybody has the time to do this. I think it was because I went on a Saturday, but I still have the clothes in the back of my truck.
Yeah.
At this point, I think.
I have so many clothes in my car.
It's just such like a bit, because I don't want to put them back in my closet because I'm never going to wear them.
What brands are they? Do you like?
It's like weird
they're
one-off
not gonna-
brands. Like, I mean, it's like brands I've heard of. Like Madewell is one of them.
Oh, they should take Madewell.
No,
Yeah.
but like they'll be like, oh, we don't take Madewell here, and I'm like,
that's so
"Ugh,
weird."
Okay.
Do they take like? Would you take that
Yeah.
Crossroads, or would you
Of course.
donate it? I always feel like H&M, Zara, that's such fast fashion where there's no desire for like a consignment store to like.
Well, they don't consign. I mean,
Oh, what does consignment mean?
consignment
That means
is like you get a percentage of like a designer bag or
When
something.
they sell it, though,
Like if I
like-
brought in a product, I actually brought in it's called MCN. I don't know what.
A multi-channel network, full screen.
Yeah, a full screen bag. I think it's MCN, something like that.
or
But it's
MCM.
Yes.
It's like it's the brand that looks like Man Crush Monday, but
Yes. I
I've
have one
seen-
of those bags, and I got it. I think I got it so long ago from like the Real or something, and I didn't, or maybe it was Thread Up, and I didn't realize it was like designer. It doesn't like, I don't know. So I brought it in the other day, and they're like, so we're gonna consign this if that's okay. And I was like, ooh, consign! I get a percentage.
Well,
But-
so also what that means is when you give it to them, they don't give you the money on the spot.
yeah.
You give
so-
them the bag, and then when they sell it, they call you, be like, "Hey, we sold it. Here's your percentage."
Could it be
Yeah.
like years until
Yeah,
it
oh,
sells?
yeah.
Well, there they have like a contract. It's like months or something, and then you can go pick it up if like no one buys it.
What's the percentage?
I don't really know. Honestly, I didn't really care.
It's
I
probably
was
like
"Sounds
20 or
good."
30%.
Yeah, and it's
It
like
can't be
if
high.
it's still there in 3 months, it'll go down like 10%, and then 3 months later it'll go down 10%, and then you just go pick it up if no one bought it. I guess I don't know.
It's a big thing in like music stores too. If you go to like a used music store or you want to sell a guitar, you give it to them and they'll hold it on consignment until they sell it, and then you just have to have a lot of trust, like that the guy doesn't pack up and move town, go from town
Yeah,
to town.
what the
Like, yeah, we'll
fuck?
put it on consignment, and then go on Google Maps and they're just gone.
Yeah, like that's what the real is. It's all consignment.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's what the consignment
Yeah,
means.
'cause I know
just thought it was
Joe-
like higher end
Yeah.
used clothes, but
It
I didn't
is.
know there was like
It is,
but I know
but-
there was a contract behind all of the pieces with the previous owners.
Yeah, I don't know how it works though. Like some places are better than the others. I know Joe brought 2 like Prada shirts to Prada or to the Real, and I think he made money, but it was like so little, and it was like a year later. It was
Yeah,
it's,
I'd
like,
rather
not
just
really.
like sell it on eBay.
Yeah, or like Grailed or something.
Do you still have all of your old Vlog Squad merch?
I probably like a couple clickbait things. I know I still have the clickbait necklace.
There was a clickbait necklace?
Yeah, you must have not got one because you were a boy.
No, I never
Yeah.
got the clickbait jewelry.
I don't think I have much more than that though. I mean, I think I have like the mug from like Zane's 100th video or whatever.
Okay.
Like I still have that.
Little props like that. I feel
Yeah.
like I've gotten rid of a lot of mine.
I have too.
Did you have an official collab of merch, like where he would do the reveal, like Carly and Aaron
Nope.
merch? Or, okay,
No, I didn't.
he
fucking
did.
get
I know
that.
he did it for like Scott, Todd, some of the other ones.
Yeah. It was funny though because Aaron and I remember when we first started doing merches before anyone was doing merch, not like we did it first, but like we just started it before and we were doing everything ourselves. Like we had a whole
it was
system
like
in our apartment.
It was like a warehouse in your own
Literally.
dining room.
There were like bins everywhere and there was a printer and there was poly bags and everything. And we were making bank
It was
doing
a
that.
business.
It was a business. Every day I felt like we were literally a business bringing our packages to the post office. And then as soon as David and everyone started releasing merch, we like sold nothing. And it was like,
Oh,
okay,
no.
well, we're done.
You guys did a lot of fun ones. Wait,
We
was your
did.
first shirt the just Carly and Aaron, like the
Yes.
pocket kind of
and
tee?
Sleigh Hunty.
Sleigh Hunty.
And that was like a Christmas one. So it's like spelled like a sleigh, like Santa sleigh.
Oh,
Yeah.
smart.
Sleigh Hunty. And then we had famous celebrity on like a camo shirt.
That
It
was
was just-
your merch, famous celebrity. Wow, I feel like I've seen that out and about.
I mean, it's probably on other shirts, I would think now. Or maybe it's our fans, who knows?
Did Nolan ever tell you one time I was at like the Melrose trading post? It's a big like thrift flea market,
Yeah.
and I saw one of his hats.
Oh, yes.
Like
yes.
someone was selling it, and he was like, "I guess I'm vintage now."
That's so funny. Yeah.
But Nolan has his own like vintage company now, right?
Yeah, most of it's on Depop. Like that's where he does like most of his. He was doing fleas every weekend and now he's like, I don't feel like I even need to do the flea now because it's like he just makes a lot more from Depop and
Do you ever Depop like your own self? Like you go shop on Depop?
oh, only very rarely. Not really. If I get into a weird like specific mood sometimes, or if I need like a costume or something. Like when we went to emo night for the airplane.
Yeah.
I got the Bracer's Toxic costume from Depop.
Oh, yeah.
So it was just like whatever. But
God, there's nothing more stressful than a themed party where you have to get clothes for it. Like, oh, we're dressed in gold. Okay.
the gold is the hard. We had a gold themed party one year, someone's golden birthday, and
Yeah, it was David's.
yeah, and Aaron and I spent 2 days I sort of got shopping. No, we couldn't find anything gold.
Zero gold.
No
gold clothing is impossible to find.
Impossible.
And I think
Gold.
it's because it was his birthday, all the thrift shops in the area were like sold out of gold
Yeah.
stuff because
Gold.
everyone else
Every
was trying to buy
influencer
it.
had
I feel like somebody paid for my gold outfit, and it was expensive, and I never had to pay for it.
Oh damn.
I think to this day.
You're
like,
still in debt
I
to
got
them?
like, it was something from like Neiman Marcus, or like it was like this high-end gold
Oh shit.
suit, and I don't think I ever Venmo'd the
Do you still have it?
No, I got rid of it. Or I like sold it to like Crossroads. So I profited off
You know,
of
here's
the
something
birthday.
really funny.
What?
One time, Aaron and I went to Palm Springs, and I put on my pajamas. It was like okay. So for me, I have like pajamas, and I have pajama sets. My pajama sets
too.
are just things I wear around the house. I don't sleep in them.
Oh, I sleep in my full pajamas every night.
Well, the thing I'm wearing is basically like sweatpants-ish. They're like ribbed sweatpants. They're really comfy, and then a long sleeve cropped, just like ribbed top. So it's like very cute. I was wearing it at the house we were Airbnb-ing, and she comes out with our vlog camera, and she goes, "Did you happen to buy that at Crossroads?" And I go, "Yes, why?" And she goes, "Because I just sold that the exact outfit to Crossroads 2 weeks ago."
No way.
Yeah, so I literally bought Aaron's clothes. Like, how annoying. I was like, I could have just grabbed these from your closet.
Damn.
Isn't that so funny?
That's insane.
And she was waiting. I posted a story the night before of like my cat in my suitcase, and she saw it like packed in, and she was like, "I think that might be my sleep thing or whatever." And it totally was, and I bought it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
So you
very
y'all
funny.
swap clothes a lot though, right?
Not really, because we don't like fit the same way. She's really tall, and I'm not at all. Like,
Oh.
if I were to wear a dress of hers, it would have like a train,
Oh, okay.
and pants on her would not fit because it'd be too short.
So did you hear about that amusement park ride in Oregon?
When the electricity went out?
Is that what happened?
Yes, I wanted to talk to you about this.
Me too.
So
It
we
was
were sending
funny.
each other-
I sent it to you, and then I looked at our DMs, and you had already sent it to me.
Yeah.
Do you know about this, Mike?
no, this is news to me.
This is crazy. I don't know if you want to show it to him or just explain it. It's crazy.
I have struggled even like being able to like look at the video for a long time or to like continue
Really?
to read about it because it makes me so sick to my stomach. So this was at a theme park in Portland, Oregon called Fear something.
Was this like one of those state fair pop-ups?
No, I think
or
it's
this
a
is-
real just amusement
It's
park.
a real amusement park, but has probably some dinky rides. Or this looks kind of
Oh,
like
shit.
well, I feel like they actually have this ride at Six Flags.
You could never get me on a state fair ride where they just set it up the night
So
before.
it's one of those ones where everyone is like kind of in a circle and they swing you, but then you go upside down. This was stuck upside down for
like 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
And people were passing out.
Oh,
and,
for sure.
And
You
they
could
had,
die.
So the electricity went out in the park, and so it got stuck up there. And when the electricity went back on, they had to finish the ride. Like the ride wouldn't allow them to just like end it and just like go down. They had to go through the whole fucking thing. They were all so sore. Like, it's not funny, but it's just like an insane situation.
Did anybody...
Nobody
I don't think anyone
died.
died, no.
One man had to get rushed to the hospital. One, I don't understand
yeah.
how everybody didn't get rushed to the hospital by being hung
Minute one, I'd
upside
be like,
down
call
for
the
that
ambulance,
long. I would have
yeah.
passed out instantly.
I know, especially
They
if it's
couldn't
hot.
get the fire department to like
It took like
take them out with
15
ladders?
minutes. Like,
The thing
dude, it was so high up, and they're already
So
upside down. How do you get someone out of
they
that
just
and then
fall.
lower them onto
I
a
guess
ladder?
if you unleash the harness, they just fall down to
Which
the ground.
would be my biggest fear, is it just unlatching while you're upside down. That's what
if the power went out and it unlatched and you're upside down?
I'm like, you just fall.
It's like someone just opened up a bag of M&Ms. Just
I know.
everybody falls.
I know, it's like disgusting. I mean, Matt and I have this weird
Phobia.
like
obsession with like theme park
like
rides
ridiculous
and, like,
roller coasters. If it's something
stuck
like that's
or-
happened, like we would like always fall for like clickbait videos on YouTube where it'd be like the most ridiculous
Yeah.
roller coasters in the world, and it's like
The
a loop,
thumbnail
but it
is-
looks like it's like
exploding.
yeah, or it's like making a leap, like with
flying off.
like it's off the rail.
Yeah.
So yeah, we do have
have a really big connection with that.
amusement for the amusement parks, but in a weird way.
Does this
where
make you scared to go on rides?
No, but the thing is, like, I probably wouldn't go on that ride anyway because it's just like not for me.
Going upside down like in a thing? Yeah.
I like upside down roller coasters, but
Oh yeah, upside down roller coasters I love, but I always think like it's not gonna make
No,
the
every
loop. I'm like,
time.
come on. Like I think
I
I'm
know.
pushing it.
Do you remember the first time you went on a loop-de-loop? Because
Yep.
I remember
Shockwave.
I remember the first time because I was like, what is it going to feel like when I'm upside down? And it doesn't really feel any different.
No.
You're
No,
just
the
going
whole
fast.
time is the same in your stomach. You're just like,
Yeah.
I don't like a roller coaster that goes backwards. That
Me fucking
one that goes like
neither.
forwards and,
and
then it goes backwards.
Like, can we just stop after we get
And
to
that-
the
and
end?
it's in the
Like,
dark.
Yeah. Oh my god.
There's one, I don't know if it's
Magic
is it
Mountain?
Space
is it-
Mountain.
Space
I
Mountain?
fucking hate that ride.
Yeah.
Sue me. I hate that ride with everything in me. First of all, I hate indoor roller coasters, especially the Disney Worlds and lands. They're all dark and you can't see. I'm like, how am I supposed to enjoy this when I can't see shit? And I also am scared something's gonna hit me in the face. And I also don't even know how far this drop is because I can't see below.
Yeah,
So like,
that's
how
half
is this
the fun is
exciting?
the anticipation.
I agree. And also, the lights on. If you've seen a video of the lights on during that
Disgusting.
ride, what's it called again? Space Mountain.
Yes, Space Mountain.
Look at open TikTok when we're done. Space Mountain lights on. It's so creepy because you're in like a building, but
Yeah.
everything is so close, like beams and shit, and you're obviously not
But
going
it's
to
all
hit
made
it.
out
but-
of wood and like
Yeah, it looks like it's just like joints are made with like gum and rubber
and it
bands.
probably is. It's just like little birds put it together. 'Cause it's Disney.
Yeah, wooden roller coasters also no
Yeah.
thank you. They're always just like it's
Too,
like
like,
turbulence the whole time.
That's the thing about the Universal in Florida too. They have two really big roller coasters, and they both are so rickety. Like shake your head around. a
Yeah,
lot.
it's not fun.
Yeah, I'm like, be
There is-
smooth.
There is one at the Six Flags. Was it Magic Mountain? That's out there in
Yeah.
Santa Clarita. That is a rickety wooden one, but it's two roller coasters at like the same time, and it's really fun.
Ooh, I've never been there.
It's a lot of fun.
wanna
It's
go to
called
Six
like
Flags.
Twin Sisters. Go.
We should go.
They had to set a curfew though for like kids, or you
Oh.
can't. Yeah, I don't know. There was some like whole thing going on with them.
Well, we should go when the curfew starts, so there's no kids.
Definitely.
See ya.
I'm going to Disneyland next week.
Ooh,
though.
fun.
Yeah.
I haven't been there in so long.
Me too. I love just watching Disneyland TikToks, like Disneyland
Yeah.
hacks and stuff.
Whenever I do the Guardians ride, which used to be Tower of Terror. First of all, have we talked about this?
Have we?
I don't know. But
Go ahead, we
tell
can
me.
we can
Yeah.
recap.
I just want to say on record, like, I know people are obsessed with Tower of Terror, but I think the Guardians is so much more fun than
That
Tower
was
of
it's
Terror.
one of
Yeah.
the most fun rides in the
It's
whole park.
so fun, but I always think about, I actually looked it up because whenever I'm on it, I'm like, what if the power goes out? Like that one
Yeah.
Like the
theme
one
park.
ride.
I was like, what if the power goes out? Like, what are these, like, where does it go? Like, does it stay in place? Like, do the lights come on? What happens? And I guess they have so many precautionary things to just, like,
They
keep
should
it.
have backup, like, batteries and generators.
They
and
do. But I'm just like,
at
I think
least
they
finish
fail.
the
They have
ride.
like mechanical fail safes too.
It's the guy with a crank cranking
it's
it
just,
up.
like, disgusting. Like, thinking of all the wires and shit. I don't know. It's crazy to me.
The Guardians of the Galaxy one though, when it drops, there's like 4 different songs, and you don't know which one
Yeah.
you're gonna get. It
Oh,
can either be
yeah.
like ABC,
And they're
Jackson
fun.
5, or I don't know, all the ones from Guardians.
Yeah,
of
and
the
they're, like,
Galaxy.
shooting up and down.
And then,
ev-
like, yeah.
I like the whole, what is it? Just
It's
the
like, woo,
juxtaposition of
woo.
being scared.
Yes.
But you're playing like a
Yes.
fun song,
Yes.
so your brain
Yes.
is like, I'm happy, but I hate
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
I love that. And then I went to Disney World and did Tower of Terror, and I was like, it almost feels awkward because it's like
To
you're
be
going
scary?
up and you're going up and down, but there's no like music or anything. It's just
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
just
like,
like, woo.
yeah.
So they haven't updated the Tower of Terror.
I feel like that one might stay the same.
Yeah, maybe they should. I think they're updating though the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster in Disney World.
Another in the dark roller
But
coaster.
what band are they gonna do? Because it's Aerosmith is like the
JoJo
theme
Siwa.
of it, like a JoJo Siwa, or like if there was a
Come as
Taylor
a
Swift
bitch.
Eras Tour like
Oh,
roller
oh my
coaster,
God.
Carly wouldn't get off the
The
ride.
Arrows coaster. I would die.
I-
It's fearless.
I think the only thing that would ever turn me into a Karen is if I went on one of those like drop rides and the guy's like, "Hey, can I just check your seatbelt actually before we do?" And
Oh.
then they drop.
That guy's TikTok.
Where like they prank you to be like, "Oh, actually, we need your shoulder
or
harness."
they pick up like a nut and bolt or something.
They
and
go,
go,
"Oh, that's
"Oops."
not good."
Boom.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
If that happened to me, where like the guy who's supposed to be like, "Okay, 3, 2, 1, go," and he's just like, "Oh no, is your seatbelt?" And then you just drop. I would get off that ride and lose my fucking mind on this guy. Are you? I have a heart condition. Like I don't know. I feel like that would ruin my day. And it's one of the only things I could ever see myself being like a full blown Karen, where I'm screaming at a guy, and like everyone I'm with is like, "Mike, calm down."
They're like reeling you back in from like after it's over. And
You're just like flailing
"Fuck you."
around.
Wait till I get off of this ride.
Are you referring to that guy's TikTok?
I think there's a few of them that
Okay.
do that. There's like, yeah, there is one guy on TikTok. I'll see like compilations, and it's like, yeah, do you where it's like there won't even be a shoulder harness. That's the one where it's like they have a seatbelt, and he's like, well, we need to put your shoulder harness on. And then they're looking up for the shoulder, and then it just drops,
Oh,
and
fuck.
they are screaming.
That's scary,
When
yeah.
I'm done with that, I'm coming.
Suing.
I'm hiring lawyers, coming after everything.
I'll see you in court, buddy.
Yeah, filming a documentary. I could never deal with that.
I always think like when I see crazy rides or like, crazy bungee things, I'm always like, I feel like I could do it. But I'm
What do you
like,
mean? A bungee?
Yeah.
A bungee jump?
I'm just like, I feel like I
There
could
are-
do it.
there are
but I don't
days-
think I don't think I could though.
Yeah.
Have you ever done like a cliff jump or
I've
any
done well, no, but I have done what are those? It's at theme parks. It's like a ripcord.
VR?
Yeah, VR. I fall
Like a
off my bed.
slingshot thing, or where you're laying horizontal and they like.
Yeah, and it takes you up really, really high, and then you pull a cord and you free fall. Well, free fall, but you're like on a bungee thing, and it like
You
So
pull
you-
the cord. They
yeah,
don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can do up to 3 people like together. So I like went with my cousin and her boyfriend or something. It was so fun.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's scary. But I'm always like, I don't know. I'm always like, that ride would be so fun. I could die, but I probably won't. So,
Bungee jumping though, I'm just worried like my neck would just snap.
oh yeah.
Like right there.
No, bungee jumping is scary because it's like the bungee can snap. It probably doesn't that often, but it's like, yeah, it could get wrapped around something.
But just the whiplash of it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
just your
no
body
thanks.
going.
Yeah.
Like, crack.
I don't-
Done.
remember-
It's just.
I remember Jason did the thing where you like jump off the Strat in Vegas.
Oh yeah, you just like free jump.
Yeah, but he was like, it
and-
was boring because it's kind of slow because it's like kind of on a tension thing. So,
Yeah.
I mean, I would see that I would do for sure because I'm like, oh yeah, it looks like funny and dumb to me, but also kind of scary.
I would be just like so mad about people who are taking too much time to like jump off, and I'd be like, oh, can they just jump? And then it would be my turn, and I'd be like, wait.
I would love to do what are those things called in like a jungle where you
Oh, zip line?
zip line.
Those
Oh,
are really fun.
Yeah.
I would die for a zip line.
I don't
Really?
think I've ever done a proper zip
I think I would feel safest on a zip line. I don't know why.
They have a lot of them in Costa Rica if you ever go.
Yeah.
And you're going through like canopies and
So
jungles
cool.
and
Zane's dad though, like almost died on a zip line.
Doing what?
He
Or, like,
was on a
what?
zip line and he either got ran into or
ran into?
Or he ran into a guy, like someone's zip line got stuck. And then he was like, no, like
fuck.
bam. And then like it was this like whole, and I think they were in a place too where like the zip line people couldn't see that it was happening. It's really intense.
Oh my
It's not my
God.
story to tell.
Never mind, I don't want to zip line anymore.
Maybe I would do it.
Yeah.
Only in a place where there's like really strong safety regulations where I feel like, yeah, there's probably like some oversight here, but not a guy who like built in his backyard. That's a recipe for
Oh, yeah.
yeah, like
Those
I
are
do
always
like
funny on
a
TikTok.
tilt or what's like a gravitron.
oh god, where you like put your legs up and you're
Oh,
off the
I've never
ground.
done one.
It feels you're like the gravitational force is like pulling you against the walls.
Yeah, and then
but
you can put your feet
in a
up.
way feel like you're lying down
Well,
the whole time.
the thing you try and do is you like put your knees up and put your feet flat against the wall, so your
And-
feet aren't touching the ground at all, but
Yeah.
you're against the wall.
Does it feel like you're spinning
You
still?
just
or
get
does it
car
feel-
sick, is my experience. Like
I've seen some people who can stand fully horizontally on them too.
that's
Jesus.
No.
So what happens when the ride stops? It just falls.
I don't know. I think
gotta
it just
readjust.
gradually slows down and then they
strong
grab
core.
the bars on the side. But I do love doing that.
God damn, strong core.
We'll be right back after a quick word from today's sponsor, Rocket Money.
I love Rocket Money because I had some subscriptions I forgot about, or some I paid twice for and I totally didn't realize it. And thank goodness I had Rocket Money. So how much do you think you're paying in subscriptions every month? The answer is probably more than you think. Over 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. I definitely did, like some magazine subscriptions, some streaming channels that I definitely wasn't using or watching any of the shows or movies on them. Thanks to Rocket Money, I'm no longer wasting money on the ones I forgot about.
So what is Rocket Money? Let me tell you. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings.
And with Rocket Money, I have full control over my subscriptions and a clear view of my expenses. I can see all of my subscriptions in one place, and if I see something I don't want, Rocket Money can help me cancel it with just a few taps. Love how the dashboard shows me this month's spending compared to last month, so I can clearly see all my spending habits. Plus, they'll help me create a custom budget and keep my spending on track.
Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you by up to 20%. It's like having a great friend that calls and does the annoying work for you. All you have to do is submit a picture of your bill, and Rocket Money takes care of the rest. They'll deal with the customer service for you. And Rocket Money has over 5 million users. Matt and I are 2 of them, and so are many of you loyal Hoot and a Half listeners. And Rocket Money has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features.
So stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/hoot. That's rocketmoney.com/hoot. rocketmoney.com/hoot.
Now back to the episode.
You still crocheting?
A little bit. I'm working on a blanket.
Ooh, how big?
I don't know yet.
A personal blanket?
Yeah. I just get so like into stuff and then I'm over it pretty fast.
Like the beads that you were doing.
Yeah, I'm just like hobbies. I get really into hobbies and then I get very much over them very quickly. But crocheting I like still because it's useful.
Wait, yeah, this whole beads thing. It's an old lady.
Diamond art, yeah.
Diamond art. It's an old lady hobby. My great grandmother had like a diamond art calendar in her house.
They're so fun. They're like doing puzzles.
Yeah, yeah.
The diamond art
Is
thing.
it expensive?
No.
It looks like
No, you can get them from Amazon for like $10, like a whole thing with like the beads and everything.
and it's like almost like paint by color kind of a thing.
Yeah. It's
To
like
me,
paint by
it
number.
is the like lowest form of like. There's just no intelligence required.
It's like a word search.
No, that's
or it's
why I
like
like
there
it.
it is.
Not even
no,
a word
it's not,
search.
you don't
it's
even
like-
need to. You literally, it's like
It's like coloring.
A robot can do it. Like it's literally
Yeah.
just moving things.
But that's what's nice. It's like meditating almost. You're not like thinking. You're just like.
But it looks tacky, Carly.
It does. No, 100%.
like
I agree.
you ain't hanging that up anywhere in your house.
I agree. Because people would be like, "Are you gonna frame it?" I'm like, "No." I was like, I finished them, and I'm like, "Well, now it's ugly."
How many did you make?
I probably like 3 or 4, and then I felt bad because one of like the most prestigious diamond art companies, they're called the Diamond Art Club. They sent me. I'm not even kidding. It's probably the size of this screen, and it's a cat's in a library on a bookshelf, and it's a great photo. I was like, I want to just put this photo up. I don't want to like diamond art it, but it's no way. It would take me 7 years.
And they sent it to you thinking you would do it for them?
I don't know. They sent me like random stuff, like as just like thanks for like, because I did it on TikTok Live all the time.
I like the sound of it.
Me
There's
too.
something about
It's like really addicting. Something about it's really addicting.
It feels like a Western like Hasbro version of like a Zen sand meditation
Yeah,
garden, like
kind
Yes.
where there's actual like you're making something out of this. It's literally it's like watching someone like in a dystopian factory. Like you're just you're doomed forever to just move
I
beads
know.
from one thing to another to make. But I
However-
would watch you do it on live,
Yeah.
and it was riveting.
And it helps anxiety, I think, because
Okay.
you're just like not really thinking about anything else.
It's a simple instruction. A,
You're
Yeah.
here to
plus
hear,
B.
folks. Throw out your Xanax, buy some Diamond Dart.
Yeah. Or take all your Xanax, then do it, and then it's real fun. I'm just kidding. Don't
Do you
do
then
that.
have to? Do you run out of colors and stuff?
No.
Oh, okay.
Usually they come with a lot of extra beads.
Did you do a Taylor Swift one?
I did. That one I did put in a little frame, but I didn't like hang it up. I just like it.
Yeah. What was it of?
Like her Eras Tour poster thing.
Okay. Very cool.
I don't like the condescending tone.
It's
but
just no. I'm just fascinated.
Got
Are you
it.
gonna go?
You mean
Are
you
you
love
gonna
that for
see
you?
her again on the Eras tour?
I would love to see her again because she added the Tortured Poets department to the set, and it's so good.
It's a lot of songs.
Go-
Wait,
I
she's
know.
only. She how many songs from
Well, she had to like
TPD is she doing?
more than I thought. I think like I don't know. I want to say like 5 or 6.
and you
but
didn't get to go.
No, because I came out recently, and I will watch it on TikTok Live and be like, "Fuck my life."
Do you like the new album that
I
much?
love the new album. Yes, I love the new album so much, and it's funny because like it's the only thing I do on I walk for like 3 miles or something, and it's the only thing I'll listen to. So like sometimes I'll do the same walk instead of changing it up, and I'll be on the same parts, and I'll be like, I remember when this part came on, and I was on this corner, and it's just like funny. So I'm like, I need a fucking life. Like, good lord. But yeah.
Do you think Taylor Swift has? I've been hearing from other people who
Yeah.
have been having some issues with her lately.
Yeah.
Where it seems like she doesn't want other artists to
Yeah.
have some moments of glory. You know, Charlie XCX
Yeah.
just put out Brat, but no, Taylor wants
And
to
when
talk.
Billie did, she put out something else.
She's putting
too.
out multiple deluxe variations of her album because she knows that she will sell out the deluxe version and stay number one instead of letting other artists
Yeah.
get number one.
I don't know if that's the truth. I mean, here. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You
No,
finish it.
no.
Well,
Tell-
so Erin brought this up on our podcast this week, and she was like, "That does annoy me. That like that is happening." And I like it's annoying too. Like if that's what she's doing, yes, that's annoying. However, she's always put out, well, not always, but like I feel like since like Evermore and Folklore, she's always put out like multiple versions of a ton of different things, and like you don't have like no one has to buy them, but people are. I don't know. But I don't know if she's doing it on purpose. I don't know if it's just because this is like the year of music. Like everyone's putting an album out, like Ariana, Billie, Charlie, Taylor.
Or do you think her team is suggesting it?
Yeah,
and
I don't know. It's-
she's not really like paying attention to the charts, or is it
I
she
don't
goes,
know.
no, we need to do something if they're putting out something.
I think that's something we'll just never know.
It's also insane for her to put out like a voice memos edition of her
Yeah.
album, and that outsells like Billie's album.
Yeah.
That's a crazy
But it's also like,
flex for her too.
I mean, that's crazy. Like, good for her.
yeah, it's kind of
I
like
don't
you know, is Ariana Grande putting out a voice notes version that's beating
Yeah.
out someone else? Like, no.
Yeah. I'm sure a lot of artists think it's very tacky or like petty or whatever because it's like, I don't know. But I don't mind it. I don't really care.
Are you listening to all of them?
No.
Like every time a new deluxe version comes out,
No.
you're like, oh, this is the
No.
one without bass on it. Like,
No.
I saw a still from a subreddit of Taylor Swift, and I think it was a clip from one of her music videos, and there were a lot of people that were kind of like upset with it.
Oh.
And it was
Fat.
her in the bathtub with a whole
Fat.
bunch of jewelry, and she has like she's even like pointing a gun with like jewelry hanging off of it.
Oh.
And Kim Kardashian was also held at gunpoint for $10 million worth of jewelry, and they
Interesting.
made her get in a bathtub. Do you think she intentionally did that
I did
image
not even
as
think of
a
that.
like little sassy nod to Kim, or is it just a coincidence? Because I don't know. I love Taylor Swift.
No, I know. Also,
but-
sorry, I want to say I was saying fat because I thought you were going to reference the Antihero music video when they cut out her on the scale and said fat.
Oh,
Sorry. I thought that's what you were referencing.
Oh, like she was like, I have body dis.
Basically, like she would step on the scale and it would still say fat, and like it would say fat, and then the other version of her was like, "Come on, like get it together." But then they ended up taking that out because people were really complaining that it said fat.
did they
I
release
guess.
it like that?
Yeah,
And then they went back and edited
they
it out.
like fixed it.
and still
somehow.
got the views.
yeah, they're not like us, Matt. they can do
What
that.
I wish is that they would go in and allow older artists from like, you know, the 2000s era when their music videos were uploaded onto YouTube in like 2008 at the worst resolution after.
Yeah.
Just let them update the file and see it in HD and still have the amount of view count on it. Why won't YouTube allow those?
Can you do that?
I'm sure YouTube definitely could. I feel like there's been.
But what if it was recorded on something that like just like only went up to 360 or something?
No, these videos were recorded on film.
They were on MTV. We were watching them at full resolution, but when they were uploaded onto
YouTube, like the max resolution on YouTube was 240p in like 2008.
Yeah. It is funny watching an old music video from like 2007. You're like, oh my God, I can't even see it.
but they have like 4K footage that they could just reinsert into YouTube. But
it might just not be worth it.
That takes work, and nobody in the music industry really likes to work, as far as I understand. It's all
nobody likes to work these days.
Yeah, no one really wants to do anything. Like it's. Oh no, we have to.
But if I was like, in Sum 41, I'd be like, let's get the new music videos.
I agree.
Like, let's get the high res up there.
There's so many hoops to jump through with licenses and the label.
Yeah, because they may not even own the song anymore. Yeah, they don't even own the music video too.
Well, they could always Taylor's version and put out the music video again in high quality.
But Taylor just replaced it, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. They'd have to like completely redo the music video, I guess.
Huh? Are you a Chapel Roan fan?
Yeah, I mean, I don't say yeah. I think I said yeah out of I know everyone wants me to say yeah, and like I do like her. I just haven't like given it a chance. But no one really likes her.
Oh,
he was playing her today, and I was like, oh yeah, I like it. I mean, her songs are very catchy. I just haven't like gotten into it yet.
The album is that she put out in October. Now it's like everybody's listening to it. She's become a star. She's going to be this generation's like Lady Gaga.
Yeah, I mean, she's incredible. Her songs are so catchy.
Did you see the Governor's Ball crowd she had?
Yeah.
Yeah, and her Lollapalooza crowd, her Bonnaroo. Would you say Bonnaroo? What did you say?
No, I said Governor's Ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's on some festival, and because of Gov Ball, she got put up higher on the list. And she's like now like a main stage or something because they saw how many people showed up, and they're like, oh shit.
She also has one of the best Tiny Desk concert thumbnails. I think like a Tiny Desk concert thumbnail can make or break your career, and hers is like unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. It makes you want to click it.
Yeah, the Anderson .Paak one also really good thumbnail. Like I think that's a huge.
I got invited to Chapel Roan's birthday party years ago.
Oh my God! And didn't
you go to that?
Or did you?
Yeah, I went. Yeah, I went there.
Do you know her?
Just I don't personally know her, but Corny knows her.
Okay.
I mean, she may know who I am, but I was in her house hanging out, listening to, I don't know what song it was, Naked in Manhattan she had just put out. It was a birthday single party. Olivia Rodrigo was there.
Oh my God. This was years ago?
Probably 2 years ago.
2 or 3
I remember
years
I was going to go
ago.
with you.
Did you go?
I was going to go with you, but I was like, I don't know who this person is. I'm a little rinsed.
Now it's just crazy. Now we're never getting invited to the Chapel Roan like private
You're
party.
friends with Phineas. It could happen.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe.
Well, okay. I forgot what I was going to say, actually.
What was the last concert you went to?
Last concert I went to was, I guess it was Elio.
Yeah.
We put out our little album release party. And it was so cute
and we didn't get the
fun.
invite.
Oh, I did.
I didn't get the invite.
Do you message with her on Instagram?
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Well,
Maybe you just
I wish
weren't-
you would have come, Mike.
What?
I wish you would have come.
It wasn't like the day before my birthday, I think.
Yeah, it was maybe it was downtown though.
Yeah, I know. I got to get better at going out. I just like being home so much.
You're talking to the wrong person. I don't like to leave either. It was hard to come here, I'll be honest. I'm kidding.
How dare you?
I know.
You should be honored.
I am.
What'd you get your dad for Father's Day?
A phone call.
A phone call.
I'm going to Omaha. That's enough, right? He's buying me College World Series tickets, so it works out.
Oh,
his
so
daughter.
he gives you a gift for Father's Day.
And I always like making those holidays about me because I'm like, you're welcome for making you a dad. You're welcome for making you a mom because I am an only child. Well, not really, but.
Is that really what you say?
Yeah,
you're welcome for giving
joke,
you Father's Day?
I'll be like, happy Father's Day. And I'm like, you're welcome for making you a
that's
dad.
Are you friends with any homeschooled people? Like, do any of our friends, are they homeschooled? I've been down getting on like homeschooling TikTok, and I would never homeschool my kids, but I'm very fascinated by the approaches people like do with homeschooling.
It's just, it's odd how sorry, I can't think of the word. Sometimes I think I'm like literally have a disease. Like
Your brain.
No, literally, like I know everyone does this, but I will go downstairs to do something and I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? But it happens like 8 times a day. Or like I'll be sitting in my chair and grab my laptop to do something, and as soon as it's in my lap, I don't remember what I grabbed it for.
You might have ADHD.
Most of the year, fancy underwear technology sounds unnecessary. Breathable, quick dry, moisture wicking, anti-odor, overkill. But then summer hits, Suddenly, steaming beads of sweat are forming slimy pools in places they shouldn't. Suddenly, breathable, quick-dry, moisture-wicking anti-odor are sounding pretty damn essential. Summer is coming fast, and you need to be prepared like me with MeUndies. MeUndies has something for every guy this summer. Their micro-modal fabric is breathable and comfortable, especially the ball caddy with its special pouch to help avoid bat winging. And they have a style for everyone. MeUndies has a cut for every guy's butt, over 10 different styles ranging from boxer briefs to jock straps. These cuts come in over 100 different colors and prints ranging from black to all over dinosaurs.
And MeUndies are truly the most comfortable underwear I've ever bought. It's the first choice when I open my drawer. If I have fresh MeUndies, I'm putting them on. MeUndies has unmatched comfort. MeUndies' signature super soft micro-modal fabric is breathable, stretchy, and oh so comfy, making it ideal for all-day wear. If you need something even more breathable and summer-proof, check out the Move Me line with Breathe fabric, which has moisture-wicking and anti-odor technology, perfect for working out or just keeping you extra cool on those sweltering days.
And they are also responsibly sourced. They use sustainably sourced materials and work with partners that care for their workers.
And MeUndies has a problem-free philosophy. If you're not happy with your first pair of MeUndies, it's on MeUndies.
So summer is coming. Be prepared with MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/Hoot. That's MeUndies.com/Hoot for 20% off plus free shipping. MeUndies, comfort from the outside in.
Use the link below. Check it out. Guys, try MeUndies. It's truly the best underwear we can recommend. Use the code to get 20% off plus free shipping. And now, back to the episode. Have you been tested?
No, I don't feel like I do, though. I don't feel like I have any other characteristics of ADHD.
You're just dumb.
Yeah, I'm really dumb. And I can't think of words on the spot.
Are you ever like on TikTok and then you think of something and then you go Google and then you forget what you wanted to Google
go
and
back
then you
to
have to go
TikTok.
back to
Yes.
TikTok and then go,
See
what
what
was
triggered
the
it?"
thing that triggered what I was thinking?
Yes.
That happens to me almost every day.
Oh my God. I just saw a girl on YouTube. She gave up her smartphone for a year and only had a flip phone to like change her like brain. And she was like, it's actually so crazy because when you first get the flip phone, she was like, it takes me 5 minutes to type out a sentence in a text. And just think of all the things you can't do that we're so used to. Like, I can't screenshot a text and send it, or I can't screenshot anything and send it. I can't copy and paste or anything like that. It's just bizarre to think about. But it's like, I mean, we could never do it because like we literally have to use our smartphones. But
do they at least like on the new flip phones? I feel like they should at least have a voice to text feature.
they might,
it,
yeah. Hers
right?
was like a waterproof, like durable. So I feel like they're like all hard now and don't
I think
break.
Nokia's making them again.
Yeah,
Like,
no, they
where-
are bringing back like their original like
I
popular.
think you need like Spotify, Maps, camera, texting, and that's it. Like no apps.
And Reddit. I'm just kidding.
No,
but it would
no
be
Reddit.
cool if like your photos though are like still linked from like your iCloud. Like I
Oh,
can
yeah.
have
Right.
access to them and send it.
Well, I feel like the thing you could do is like keep your phone, just like turn it off and put it away, and
But
have
are you-
your flip phone for a year.
right, but are your texts still green in the group chat?
Yeah.
Nobody like.
No, I know
Yeah.
you won't get invited to anything. Like you're really just making your life worse. You don't have reminders on your phone.
I do think Apple, I might be wrong about this, but they just made it that green texts basically work just like blue texts, where you can press the like button, you'll see the little ghosty dots
Oh.
come up before you message. You
thank
can
God.
send like photos and videos without them getting. I think that's a new update
The green
that's
text
coming.
is so confusing. Sometimes I'm in an HOA and one person in it has not an iPhone, and so like sometimes the messages go to my computer and sometimes they only go to my phone, and sometimes I only get his text and it's like referring to a whole group and I'm not seeing the group. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, can we just universally get this figured out?
I just admire the balls that they all have.
I
Like,
know,
My own
the
social anxiety. Be like,
audacity.
I'm so sorry. Like, did you get a different text
Yeah.
from me? You know what? I'm getting the iPhone right now.
I know, like, I'm gonna put it
I'm
away.
sorry about
Or
that.
when you start sending it from your email and you're like,
Oh God.
like Ben Con, for whatever reason, it's like his email address at Yahoo. And I'm just like, you got to figure your life out, buddy. This is,
Yeah.
Hey,
And it's always
20
so hard to figure out though.
You can never figure it out. Hey, is it still my email? Yes. Like, you just can't, you're fucked.
And there's only like certain friends who I would tell them, like, you know, this is coming through your email,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Like it's my brother, like family, and probably you.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
what the hell is this?
Yeah. It's always like when you get a new phone or an iPad or something. Like, is it my email or my phone number? Are you
There was
getting?
something you were about to say, and then you forgot it.
yeah.
And that's how we got on this whole track. What was the
We were
question?
talking about
Oh,
homeschooling.
That's what it was, yes.
Yes. Like
Here we go again.
I can't think of the word. What's the word when like people have preconceived notions about you?
Stereotype?
Yeah, stereotype.
Yes.
Like the stereotype is usually true.
About homeschool kids.
I mean, they're all
like you're sheltered and like religious.
Yes.
Or
And just like a little like you can just like tell, and not in a bad way. It's just like, oh yeah, I could tell the person was homeschooled. I don't know how to say that without sounding offensive, but
do you think homeschooling is good?
Probably not.
I doubt it.
I think it depends like what your family and your lifestyle is. Like if I see like a family that lives on a boat the whole time and they like, homeschool their kids, I'm like, okay, I get it. That seems kind of cool
because
because they're
in
it
your
and
house the whole day, and like
Right.
you're not meeting new kids and having recess and getting in trouble at school and doing all these things. Like, I mean, I don't know. I'm no scientist, but I feel like it's probably better to be in
didn't know
school.
if like you knew anyone. I just realized like none of my friends I know were homeschooled, so I just don't have like a reference point.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if you.
I mean, I just imagine most parents that want to homeschool their kids are. I think it's more weird for the parents to be like, no. We're not learning math. We're learning God's truth.
Yes.
Like you're like, okay, geez, but
yeah,
or, like-
that's what I'm like weirded out about.
yeah, and also just like you need other people in your life besides your family. That's insane.
And
Feel
not
like
everyone's parents are going to be good teachers. Like,
No, yeah, teachers have to go to school, get credits, like
yeah,
licenses, all this other stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think homeschool.
I would really have to like my mom for her to play the role of like teacher
I
and
know.
mom. Like you were
Oh,
just
God.
telling me I need to clean my room and now I have to do an assignment.
yeah.
I
We
would
need
be-
boundaries, Mom.
Yeah, it would that would mess with my mind too much.
Yeah.
It's like I can't escape it and like
She has to wear a certain color when she's mom and a certain color when she's teacher. Are you my mom right now? Okay, great. You won't
Or are
believe
you
what my teacher said to me.
Yeah.
Mrs. Incontro?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oof.
Yeah.
Weird.
No.
No.
What happened to the smartest kid in your class?
She's doing a podcast.
Does she really?
She has two.
It's Carly.
It's me.
That's-
Oh, it's you.
Good grief, Matt. Well, we know it wasn't you.
Honestly, I don't know. Like, I couldn't tell you who the smartest kid in my class was. I don't really
This
know.
was just a Reddit question that had interesting
Oh, okay.
responses and stuff.
Do you have an answer for it?
The smartest kid in my class, I think, is like a lawyer now, works in DC.
Well, that
and
makes
stuff.
sense,
But
yeah.
like, I sometimes it's interesting to see where that kid that was at the top of the class.
Yeah.
Sometimes those kids don't go off and do anything.
No, I know. Being the best at like school doesn't almost rarely equates with being like really good at being good at life.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was one or two girls in high school that just killed themselves to get the A, the plus, the be valedictorian, all this. Okay, killed themselves all throughout high school, studied like whatever. Then it's college time. Sure, they get into a better school. They go to that school. No life, just studying, blah blah blah, and then they end up like, okay, they're a lawyer at a firm, or like they work in a marketing company, like
Yeah.
big whoop, like
Well, the good thing is they can get like free rides to school.
that
or college.
the free side of things,
So
yes,
that's nice.
That
That's
is
the-
good,
Yeah.
but like I don't know, just like I remember like teachers' pets, and I look at them just like, what do you think you're gonna get out of this
Yeah.
life that I'm not getting from sucking up to
We
the
actually didn't turn in the assignment that you
Yeah.
said we need to turn in. Shut the fuck up,
I
Sarah.
made two different versions, one for each opposing side. I'm wondering if we can read. I'm like, dude, no,
hate it.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I cringed at people who were like working really hard in high school, and I'm not saying don't work hard in school. That's but like, it was
Just don't
just
It was
not
really
have a
competitive
social
about
life.
like the top 10, getting in the top 10
yes,
students.
yes. Which
Top
I
10.
wasn't in. I was like, I'm clearly in the 80 percentile. I'm not going to be 90, 95. But I'll
Yeah.
be fine. Like, I feel like I'm pretty smart. I'll be okay. Mm-hmm. I'm fucking crushing it now.
There you
Yeah,
go. That's
you are
right.
smart, so
What, due to experience,
Oh, due to
do you know
experience.
not to fuck with?
cats. Just the documentary I was thinking of. Don't fuck with cats.
Oh, don't fuck with cats. I'm like, well, you do fuck with cats.
I do. Oh my god, what a good question. I feel like I'd have to think about it.
Mike, anything come to your mind?
Can you repeat the
Due
question?
due to experience do you know not to fuck with?
Fire extinguishers.
Oh, like
What
don't,
if there's a fire?
Yeah.
Well, no, like, they're not fun things to prank people with.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Okay.
that was like a David prank one time where we were at Alex Ertz's like apartment in like, or maybe it was David's old apartment.
And at Jonah's when the
And they
birthday cake.
put us out on the balcony, but then like sprayed the fire extinguisher and stuff, and then like
Just
shut us
hazing.
out with like all the fire extinguisher.
getting hazed.
Yeah, I did it in college into one of my friend's rooms because I thought for some reason it was just like steam, like it was water vapor.
Oh no, it's like
It's
straight
like
up chemicals.
It's a powder
Damn,
chemical that like sits on
it's
top
like
of
mustard
everything.
gas. It just burns your eyes.
It was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. I regret it every single day.
Fire extinguisher though is a great housewarming gift.
That's
Really?
a really
Yes,
good
because
idea.
a lot of people when they buy a house and they get a new pad, they do not have a fire extinguisher.
Do you have one?
Yeah, I have a fire extinguisher in my house.
You definitely have one.
I have one. I also have fire blankets.
I don't think I've ever even owned a fire extinguisher.
But anytime I
since-
go to like a housewarming, I always buy a fire extinguisher, and the guests are always they love it because like, oh my gosh, this is great.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have one, but I don't know how to use it. And my dad's a firefighter, so it's really great.
It's pretty easy. I mean, you just got to make sure
Yeah,
it's
what
like a
can you just tell me what to
grenade.
do?
You got to like take
Pull the pin out.
Pull the pin.
and then
out,
there's a little handle like a gas
that's it.
tank. Yeah.
and you got to
Okay.
aim it
At the
where
base.
it's at.
Or you just get a fire blanket and throw it over, and you're fine.
Right.
That's way
Babs.
easier.
Do you like Babs on TikTok?
Who?
Like it's Babs, your favorite grandma. These are
You've
things
brought
you
her
need to
before.
have
I've
it.
never seen her.
Get her on your feed. This
Okay.
woman is full of great life advice.
Send me-
but
send me, one of her
a fire
TikToks.
blanket, I have that in my Amazon cart right now because that's a good one in case there's like a stovetop fire.
Yeah.
You just put that out.
Yeah.
Put it on top, puts it out.
Thankfully, Erin, I'm sure you've heard that story about her candle that like
Yes.
was on fire. Thank God she had, because we were so stupid. She put it under the faucet, and of course that's gonna make it.
Accelerate. Yeah.
And so-
Was it a grease candle?
It was like a soy candle.
but
so
when a candle catches fire, it can't.
it's like a grease fire at
Yeah.
that point. Like you can't add water to it.
I've never seen a candle have a grease
Okay,
fire.
so it was a candle, but for some reason the entire thing was a huge flame. And we've told the story so many times, so really sorry for repeating, but it's just really funny because I was in her living room, it was in her kitchen, and before we did anything, she was like, "Carly, get the camera." She's like, "Carly, start filming." And I was like, "What?" And we went to and she was like, "Oh my God." And of course it's so hot. She's like, How do I move it? And I'm like, I don't know. And so she gets like oven mitts, puts it in the sink, turns on the sink faucet, almost catches the curtains on fire that are fucking right there. And then she remembers she had this like small kitchen fire extinguisher thing, and she just sprayed it on there and it went away. But it was really scary.
I love watching videos on Thanksgiving of people
Yes,
like
the
deep frying
turkeys.
their turkeys
Me too.
outside.
It just
and
sets the whole thing on
it looks
fire.
like fucking Hiroshima, where just the
Yeah.
whole thing. It doesn't even look like that's possible. How much?
I know. I'm just like, I would never want to fuck with that.
No.
That from life experience, I don't want to fuck with.
no.
Fire? Yeah. Matt, do you have one?
Oh, the sun. Kidding.
The sun, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
yeah. Don't.
No,
fuck
I
with
just
the
don't
sun.
fuck. Yeah, no, actually, I just don't fuck with the sun anymore.
Even though you're literally sunburned.
Did you see my people? I'm in people.
Oh, did that come out already?
It did.
no way.
Look at this. It's crazy.
People magazine
My mom
wrote an
found it
article.
because my mom loves people.
Your mom wrote an article?
Podcaster Matt King.
Your mom wrote it?
No,
No,
my
no,
mom
no.
found it. My mom sent the link.
Did you ever call her to? Talk
No,
to
I
her?
never did.
Ah.
But I mean, it's all fine. She pulled
everything's
everything.
gonna be okay. Oh my God,
And
this
it's like
is
me
so
with
weird.
like every red carpet picture I've done. It's like
Do you think it's gonna be? It's not gonna be in print though, right?
It's crazy.
I would
this is
love
like,
for it to be in print.
this
Actually,
is like-
I'm a little embarrassed. Oh, well, the thing is, I'm glad that it's helped spreading awareness for people to go get their skin checked. But
Yeah.
it looks like I'm milking like
That's so. You're on a
this-
press tour for your cancer, for your skin cancer.
like this.
Oh, they got
very-
a photo of Patricia too.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And I'm
it's like
actually-
reading about a celebrity. Like,
I'm actually happy with all the pictures that they picked. Like usually, like any type of like red carpet, like event kind of picture where you're being professionally taken. It's usually just the worst pic of you.
Yeah.
Whoever
You don't
did
get
this,
Oh, they mentioned Hoot and a Half.
They did.
King, who hosts the Hoot and a Half podcast, said he was diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma, the most treatable form of skin cancer there is.
Maybe I will be in print.
that's so cool.
Wow, I didn't know it came out already. That's so sick. Because they emailed to like see if Matt wanted to comment on it, and I gave him the phone
Oh.
number, but I guess they just had to go to
Yeah, I
print.
thought I was going to talk to them like this week, but it's already out. I'm in People. Can you
That
believe
is
it?
so cool.
Before Us Weekly, before Star, before the National Enquirer, I made it to the tippy top People magazine.
Are you getting like antsy for the procedure?
No.
Or are you just
I
like
think
let it happen?
I really wish I could just get it done now.
Yeah.
But no, I'm excited to do
Are
it.
you just like get it out of me?
Yeah, that's what's kind of
I
just
remember
gross.
your
is, like,
appendix. You were like, just get it out. Then.
just get it out.
Like,
Can I
that's
see
gross.
it?
The
Yeah.
dot? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it looks like nothing.
Oh yeah,
Let
can
me
I see
see.
too?
Like it's right.
That's insane.
I mean,
Because
that's
that-
that's
like a
post.
scab.
Yeah, because it's post biopsy, so they really took the head of it off.
Oh.
So now you're
Do you
just
have a
looking
picture of
at.
it, like pre.
Yes, I
Is that
do.
contagious?
No, it's not contagious. Sorry, I was so angry you saying that.
I'm joking.
Dare you?
I just remember one time when I had like my heart surgery when I was in high school,
Oh, someone asked if you're ablation.
and I was like, yeah, and I was like,
Yeah, I'm gonna sneeze on
sharing
you.
a drink or something with someone. They were like, it's not contagious, right? And they looked at me like I was like diseased, and I'm like, no, it's an arrhythmia issue. Leave me alone. Oh, this is what it looked like It's not the best resolution, but that's what it looked
that
like.
literally just looks like a little. It's
Just a
crazy
little
how
dot.
unclear
Yeah.
it is that it could be something you would never know.
So have you gotten checked because of me?
No.
I will though.
I'm going to book a dermatology appointment.
Okay, good.
Scary. I mean, I've thought about it. I've been not trying to, but I've been thinking about it for like literal years, and I feel like you're
To go to
now
the
freaking me out to
dermatologist?
do it. Yeah.
It's so easy. It's like a 5-minute appointment.
No, I know. I just like the whole process of it. I just haven't done, which is, I know, easy and fast, but
Yeah.
I just got to hit up ZocDoc.
Go to ZocDoc.
I actually do love ZocDoc. Not a fan.
Just to find what new different medical providers that
I
you
found
think-
my psychiatrist on there.
Oh.
Yeah. And I found my primary, I think.
I've been doing my new therapist though. It's pretty
Oh,
great.
yeah. So
It's very goal.
You started therapy.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a very he has a very goal focused approach with this
Okay.
therapy. It's not like just-
once you get to this place, we'll be done.
it's like this is kind of like your weekly homework. Let's check in
Oh.
about what exactly we talked about last week and did you fulfill it? What caused you to go off track on it?
Okay, that's
and
cool.
then what are we aiming for the next week?
Do you
And-
like it?
Yes, I do
Okay.
like it. I find it to be very constructive and the constructive is the best word to describe
Yeah.
it.
What's your goal for this week?
The goal for this, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to be like
If
sharing
you
all my
want
bells
to,
and
that's fine.
whistles,
Shit.
but I mean that's my own private thing
Yeah.
to talk about with my therapist. But I dig the approach.
Have you like learned anything yet? Do you think like has anything set with you that you're like, oh, those for me are always the best parts of therapy.
He's very big about you. He goes, I like you as a patient because you're very big about getting to the why and why do you think you're thinking that way and having those habits when usually, a lot of patients, it takes them a long time to
even get there.
come to terms or maybe they're kind of like hiding it. I'm very like, I think I know why I'm this way is because of this.
Okay.
And so he's able to use that and use with whatever I'm going through and come up with the resolution and aim for it. I'm liking it. It's still video call based and
Yeah.
stuff, but I'm curious to see. The one thing that is kind of weird is that I have to do like a digital survey before every meeting, like 24 hours in advance. And then when I get there, he pulls up the dashboard and shares his screen and then tells me how I'm scoring based on my last stuff. I feel like
Oh,
it's like a
that's-
weird, like a fitness scan. He goes, so it does seem like you're a little less anxious than you were last week. And that's
Okay.
good.
But
I'm a
that
little-
is good to track, like from a data perspective, where
Yeah.
Well, I think he should privately be having that
You can
and
tell him that.
understanding my points, but like it's just very weird him presenting like a digital.
tell him that.
Oh, okay.
He works for you. Like your therapist is someone that is supposed to be helping you. So if you're uncomfortable with something, just be like, hey, I would prefer to do it this way. And they'll just be like, okay. I mean, hopefully.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you can
I think
tell
I
him if you don't
might do
like
that
it.
because when I'm looking at just like digital scores of how I'm feeling, you're giving me a number value. It feels
Yeah.
like it's like Dianetics. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is this?
Like that's not how I'm feeling.
Like
Yeah.
that's not making me
Kind of.
think better knowing I am down a few points when we're
Yeah.
talking about my state of mind and like well-being.
Yeah.
here. I don't
Yeah.
think that's something you can apply a numerical value to.
For sure. Yeah.
Do you ever ask your therapist how they're doing?
No, you're not supposed
do.
to.
Yeah, you're not. But in
did.
my people pleasing energy, I'm always like, and you, how was your
No,
weekend?
same. Well, I even told her I was like, I feel awkward when we start sometimes because
This TV just went out. I don't know if that means anything.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, I feel awkward when we start sometimes because for me, I would always be like, hi. And then I'd be like, how are you? Like, it's really awkward at first, every single time, even though I was seeing her for like
Did
8
she
years.
shut you down and be like, we're not talking about me,
No.
we're talking about you?
No, but one time I was like, I mean, I asked her how she was like multiple times, but one time I asked her how she was doing and she was like, well, she canceled the week before because it was a family emergency. And then we had therapy and I was like, oh, how are you doing? And I didn't think about the week before. And she was like, well, she started tearing up and she was like, wait, can I say this is like patient confidentiality?
No, I think you're fine.
Well, it's also,
not
you
like-
don't know, you haven't said who it is.
Like no one knows who that is. Yeah.
Yeah.
She, I guess she's probably in her 40s. She's like kids and a husband and everything. And they had rabbits. And I guess one of them had passed. And she was like, it was just really hard because like the other one had to like deal with the other one dying. And it was just like, she like literally started like crying a little bit. I was like, I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, it's okay. This isn't about me. This isn't about me. And I was like, okay.
Right.
And I don't know. And I told someone on there like, she shouldn't be doing that. And I was like, well,
Everyone's different. There's no right.
it's not like
wrong.
against the rules or like, I don't know. I
You've
was
been
just like,
seeing them for. Wait, aren't you like stopping therapy?
I stopped going. It was my New Year's resolution. Stopping therapy. No, because I've been going for so long and I just feel like I got to a point where like anything that was making me anxious or whatever, like I already knew what she was going to say to like help me get to a certain place. And so I was just kind of like, I also felt like I had nothing to talk about anymore. And every week I'd be like, ugh, therapy. And I was like, okay, now it feels like this now. I don't think I really need it right now.
And you have the tools.
That's
I have the
exactly what my
tools.
brain was saying.
Yeah.
Well, you have the tools now, so
I can always go back.
That's what's good for you too. Is like for me going to therapy, I can then like if you call me with like a problem, I'm like I can be like, oh, what would my therapist say?
Yeah.
For how to think about this, and
Yeah.
then you get that quality of like just hearing a professional thinker and a professional person helper just tell you, and then you sort of by nature absorb it. Like if
Yeah.
you want to get better at anything, if you want to get better at basketball or skateboarding, and you go and are around people who are the best at it, you will just naturally get better. So like I think it also not only helps you, but it helps you help other people, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. I love like I wish I could, like I feel like I would do really well as a therapist.
Yeah.
Like I really like knowing why people think the way they think and like why they do things they do. And I feel like I'm pretty like non-judgmental. I'm just kind of like,
You could do it.
I wonder what like, yeah, what's at the, or if I'm feeling a certain way, I'm like, okay, but what's the real reason I'm feeling this way?
Carly does it.
You could enroll.
She's like a video therapist, and it's just like
I'm in
her
bed.
first session. She's like, you know what? I'm not feeling this. Sorry.
It's dark in my bed. I'm like, I'm drinking coffee.
who are you? What's yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah. I'm just watching TikToks. Uh-huh.
You're doing your diamond art. It's like this is just
better be
helping
good.
me
This
help
better
you.
be good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm like,
and what do you think of this?
Oh shit! I lost my ease. Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love it because I'm always like, but therapists also go to therapy, so it's like they don't. Also, I know a therapist and she's batshit crazy, so I'm like, that scares me actually. Like you're a therapist and you're acting this way.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, you know a therapist like our age?
Yes.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's not good. I was friends with a therapist. It's one of my parents' friends. Awesome lady. Really great. She is part of like a therapy firm. Like there's a bunch of other therapists who share
Yeah.
their own practice. One of them was dying and didn't tell any of them that they were dying and then died. And then now she has to deal with all of her patients
yes.
moving over to her side and also dealing with them with the
Like explaining to
the
them that
emotional
you're-
coping
Yeah,
that
your
their therapist
therapist-
side. And she's also,
Oh
as
my
a therapist, is
God.
in shock that like
I feel like you told us
also
this.
think, yeah. Oh, did I?
I
on
think.
Good
Well, I've definitely
Influences?
heard it, but I don't know.
Yeah,
You
I think
told
I
me,
may have
think.
told you, but I
Okay.
think that's just crazy. A therapist would hide that they were dying
Yeah.
away from their other fellow therapists and
like,
also
well,
to their
And their
patients.
colleagues too. Imagine you're just
Yeah.
like an engineer at Google, like, all right, guys, we're about to launch our new like Gmail
Fuck,
extension,
dude.
and then you just
Like you're supposed to be the sane one who's like aware of like
Yeah.
how death is going to affect all of
Yeah.
the people around you. You think that you would, I don't know, have it in you to.
I think it could be just like a different skill set though. Like you go,
Yeah.
it's like a thing. You go to school, you learn about what to do, you learn the right things to say. Here's the process. Like
I know.
ask these questions, use these phrases, and then if you're just a piece of shit on the weekends, like that's sorry, and then you go back on Monday.
I just don't get it. Because I'm like, if you have all these tools and you're actively helping people, like, how are you acting this way? And you think it's okay? Like, I don't understand.
Does that person go to therapy? The one that you know,
I
the
think
therapist?
so. I think so. Yeah.
The therapist that I know goes and sees a therapist.
I did see like a tweet or something one time that was like, my only goal in life is to be my therapist's favorite client. And I genuinely think that I am, but I feel like everybody thinks that they are.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
everybody-
I mean, I'm only on like session 2,
But do you
I
feel like, no, I'm his favorite. He's like, for me, he's like, I'll pay you to hang out with you forever.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No, I'm always like, I think she thinks I'm funny, but I don't know.
I do. I try to get one laugh every time, and I
Yeah.
do. I nail it. This woman thinks I'm
Just
fucking
do
hilarious.
a tight 50.
But I just like
50
throw
minutes
in
set.
one like
you
what?
log on, you have just like glasses and the fake nose, like
a bow tie with like flat like water.
just the
squirting
lamest
out.
forms.
The
of
mime in
trying
the
to-
background. Like, it's the mime instead of
No,
you.
I get. Did you make your therapist laugh ever when
Oh,
you were
yeah.
doing it?
Oh, yeah, of course. But I don't know if she was really laughing. Maybe she just was like, I'll pity. I don't know. I'm kind of jealous of people who have a parent that's a therapist.
I disagree.
I
I know a
know.
girl who has 2 therapy parents.
That seems overboard.
Nightmare of a person.
Well, 2 is a lot. I feel like
Okay.
you need 1 and then the other to be like normal.
Usually it works
Right.
great, or it's like the
Yeah.
complete opposite, and
Yeah.
they hate it because they feel like their parents are so in their heads and always trying to like psychoanalyze
Yeah.
them.
But I don't think that's even true. Like, there's no way a therapist could. like even mine I saw for so long, and she would still get things wrong, like that I was like thinking or doing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I just think maybe I'm thinking that because I'm older now. Maybe when I was little, I wouldn't have want like a therapy parent. But
if you were a therapist, what type of like patients would you want? Do you think you could deal with like younger kids, like
no. I don't want. Well,
like
I just don't
teenagers
like kids.
or.
I don't like kids. I don't want to be around them.
My teacher gave me homework and I didn't like it, Miss
Suck
Colley.
it up. Suck it up. That's what we all have to do, dumbass. No, I really like, I don't know. Maybe I just like gossip. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all it is.
What's
I just
the
like
tea?
hearing the tea. What's the tea this week, baby?
He said what?
I feel like I would, for some reason, love to do marital counseling.
Ooh,
I feel like I would do so well, and I don't know why.
damn.
Yeah. Because I feel like I can tell when like people aren't communicating correctly. I'm like, I know exactly what's going on here. Like, we just need to like.
Like, but like a passive like imagine
Okay,
me
but
and
you're
Matt,
gaslighting her. Yeah, she's right.
like me and Matt, like imagine me and Matt, right? And like I'm the
Yes.
wife, and do you hear how he's talking right now? This is what you do all the time. You see? Do you understand
Well,
what I'm saying?
You're just not listening
no,
to
but
me.
this is why we're here because you. She's yawning.
Oh, we have 5 minutes. So.
I don't know. That
Yeah.
seems like my worst nightmare. Is just
I
dealing
would
with
love it.
like a
Maybe not,
toxic
though.
couple.
I also grew up with parents who didn't fight, so maybe that's why I'm like a little intrigued by it.
Oh,
like I like a
interesting.
lot of like bad TV, like people yelling at each other and stuff. And Nolan, he was like, "That's who watches this shit? Like that's like traumatizing people." And I'm like, I don't know. I just didn't grow up with it, so I feel like that's why.
You just like confrontation or watching it.
I don't like watching. I just like trying to help. I really do like trying to help people's like situations. Truly.
Do you think I think it's so interesting, like people like Harry Styles have therapists and like the therapist will go to his concert.
Right. Oh, you think?
Well, I've seen him like, it's a special night tonight. My therapist is here.
That is crazy. Because I would think that'd be like some weird breach of contract.
Yeah.
But maybe not because he's just Harry Styles. You know? Like, how do you, what if you're his therapist? You're like, well, fuck, I really like his music. I can't go to his concerts.
Oh, you have a concert this week? Yeah. Are there any more extra seats?
Yeah.
My daughter is a big fan.
We'll give you a free session.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I mean, because my therapist was very like, I'm not allowed to like, or like, I will never look you up on the internet or anything.
Really?
Yeah. And so I'd always be curious if she'd like seen anything or.
They're not
whatever,
allowed
but
to?
I don't think technically. But
Wait,
like,
they're
you know,
not
I'd
allowed
be
to-
looking, not
You
telling
just
anybody.
send them like Reddit like threads. Be like, look at this. Can you believe what they're saying? This is what I'm dealing with.
Oh,
And
I
they're
definitely
so
like
wrong.
read her comments and stuff like that, and she's just like, these people just like they need therapists. Like she'd be like, I think they
Right.
need to be in here with us.
Huh.
Yeah. I
Do
don't
you
know.
think that's a conflict of interest for a therapist to go look up whatever it is you personally do?
No, I don't think so.
I think
imagine
it's for her. She just wanted to know me for me and
As
not
a
like,
blank slate.
Yeah, I don't
of-
know if that's like an ethics thing. That might just be a preference where she's like,
Yeah.
I want to just know you as I know you here and not see how you present yourself in other ways.
Actually, I feel like my older therapist that I had did tell me she watched my Vine videos. I have this memory of her going, I've seen your stuff.
like, oh, your Beyonce video.
I could see also people like asking a therapist, okay, what's like a better caption for this post? Is it like, should I do this or this?
Yeah.
And some people just may need help with like that.
Yeah, it's expensive. Yeah, if you want to spend $160 a session, go for it. That was another thing I kind of wanted to stop too, because I got to a point where I was like, I feel like I have nothing to talk about, and also I'm paying like almost $1,000 a month
Yeah, that's...
for it, and I pay like $600 a month or something for health insurance.
Insane.
And it's like I could
Whoa.
be getting a therapist through my health insurance now, and it would be like $30 a session or something.
Yeah, that's
so
what
that
I
was
do.
like kind of weighing on me, where I was like, this feels insane right now that I'm
just
like
draining it. But it's
yeah.
for,
I mean,
you know.
and it's like, but I didn't want to change her, the therapist. So like, I've literally, she's been with me through so much that like it would feel weird starting over with someone new. So I don't know if I'm sure I'll go back to therapy at some point. I don't know if I'll go back to her. I don't know if I'll like go somewhere in my network. I don't know. But
Do your parents see therapists?
no.
No. Mine neither do yours.
No, but I
I feel
like,
like they come from a generation where they think
They-
like
yeah.
by seeing like, oh, a shrink,
Yeah,
something must be wrong with
yeah,
you.
you're on the fritz.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of parents our age like should be in therapy.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like they would benefit from
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
I almost feel like it's too late. Like, let's not open up the box because it's just going to be downhill from here.
I think even the later, like the better, because I think that's when your anxiety kind of starts kicking in about like how much time you have left.
Maybe
like,
we should
on
send
Earth,
them all to
you know,
do ayahuasca.
Yeah.
Just skip therapy, do ayahuasca.
Did you ever
instead.
do ayahuasca?
I'm so interested, but I don't think I would ever do it.
I just don't want to go down to like
It's a
the
lot.
jungles of South America to go do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
can we just do one like at a really nice resort
In Palm Springs or
in Palm
something?
Springs with
definitely-
some ice water
Oh
nearby?
yeah, they definitely do it in like San Diego and stuff. I think.
It's kind of like a full day thing,
Oh, it's a
right?
thing,
It could be like
yeah.
a week, I
Or
think.
yeah, you can kind of do multiple nights
really
in a row
scary
of it.
to me.
Did you ever watch Chelsea Handler
Yeah.
do it? Yeah, that was one where I said
She
oh,
filmed herself doing it?
Yeah, she did. Well, it's a whole Netflix series called Chelsea Tries Everything, and so she goes and tries different things each
Like for each
episode, and
episode.
she does ayahuasca. Big thing about like
Ugh.
ayahuasca is apparently you almost see your life go back like in
Yeah.
reverse, or these memories of your childhood, like it's all of these things that you've forgotten about.
The stories that come out of it are crazy though.
think
That's why
it
I'm like,
also-
I want to experience that, but I don't know if I do.
But it could also
sure.
like permanently alter your brain, like really. And it's like Neil Brennan talked about it. He did it a bunch of times, and he said he
has
was like,
raved about it.
but he also was saying like one time he came back from it and he was still tripping for like a week later, and he was like, I was on a date with a girl, and like I was on a first date at a coffee shop, and I just had to ignore the fact that next to her was like God trying to speak to me through a portal of the ninth dimension, and Tuesday at 9 a.m. and like the ayahuasca had left his body, but he did it so many times that like
Jeez.
it can like.
I just would want to do it before I have children, because there was also that one mom in Chelsea Handler's thing where she had
don't
like a
remember.
2-year-old at home, and when she was on it, she was having a bad trip because she felt like she
Like
felt
guilty?
so bad
Yeah.
that she was
Betraying.
far away from her child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like thinking of her child crying without her, and she
Oh my
couldn't
God.
be there in the moment with it. So that I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Annie Letterman, she's like one of my favorite comedians. She talks about it a lot on her podcast, and it's just like so interesting how it's like healed her in different ways. And yeah,
It's so many comedians who've been doing it.
yes, I know. I think because a lot of comedians have traumatic past, and that's why they're comedians, because they're
Yeah.
had to make someone laugh, or had to be the light in the room, or had to do
Good
something
influences. We all did ayahuasca together.
Like that. Could you
I
fucking
would do
imagine?
it.
No
I actually
fucking
all
chance.
for it. Yeah,
Shit in a bucket on camera.
Dude, you puke for like 8 hours when you do it.
I know, but I feel comfortable enough with you guys.
I know, but like I don't want to puke for 8 hours.
It's not like you're not puking the whole time for 8
you're,
hours.
you're puking the bad juju out of your body.
Yeah, you're
God.
purging it.
Yeah, you're purging.
I don't know about all that.
That's how I feel when I just do weed. I'm like, oh God, here we go.
All right, Carly.
All right.
That was
This
pretty
was
good.
fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me in our studio. of
I
Thank
know.
you for coming on.
course.
Enjoy Omaha.
Oh my God, I so will.
Go
Love
enjoy the
Midwest.
College World Series. What team are we rooting for?
I don't even know who's playing. I don't know.
The Omaha.
The Hus.
No, it's a College
Oreos.
World Series, so it's like the Texas Longhorns and the Kansas City blah blah
Go
blah.
see the Longhorns. We win all the time.
Yeah, you do win all the time. I went to many of those games. So
All
good
right.
job.
Well, check out Carly on TikTok, her YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn.
Facebook, you don't need to. LinkedIn, yeah.
LinkedIn.
Hire me.
We'll see you next week, everybody.
Toodaloo, guys. Thank you.
Goodbye, Hoot and a Halfers.